In this meditation, we will connect with the gifts of the owl. Every animal is a guide, a teacher, a healer. You can access their wisdom when you align yourself and become one with the spirit of that animal. In seeing the value of animals as great teachers, we are honoring them. And the animals allow us to return to a time and a place where we once were deeply connected, grounded and rooted with Mother Earth and all of her creations. We can once again become interwoven and in harmony with the universe through the animals. The wisdom from the animals becomes part of the fiber of our being, and we move around differently in our worlds. Their energy can empower, strengthen, ground, and heal us. In turn, we heal ourselves, those around us, and the earth. So you can allow yourself to get comfortable now, lying down and just nestling into your space. And your body begins to become aware that you are slowing down. Closing your eyes and taking a few long, full, deep breaths. You can let go of any tension or tightness in your body and relax your feet, your legs, releasing your back, relaxing your hands and your arms, dropping your shoulders down, relaxing your neck and your head, letting your eyelids get heavy. And now you can imagine that you are walking in the mountains along a dirt trail. The sky is full of clouds that are white and shades of gray. And it almost feels like it could rain. There isn't another soul around you. And you walk blissfully alone. Tuning into your sense of sound, listening to the different birds, the crows and the hawks, the bluebirds, and even the distinct tapping of the woodpeckers high up in the trees above you. Tuning into your sense of sight, seeing the wildflowers, reds, purples, and yellows lining the trail. Tuning into your sense of smell, breathing in the earthy, woody fragrances, permeating your nose and illuminating your cells with wonderment and joy. Tuning into your sense of touch, picking up a stick from the ground that is called to you, and turning it over in your hands, feeling its roughness, its knobbiness, its smooth parts. And tuning in now to your sense of taste. You stick your tongue out to catch a tiny raindrop on it, and you feel so vibrantly alive. These gentle raindrops are nature's bridge, just for you, between the sky and the earth. And with this, tuning into your sixth sense now, your subconscious ability, you find yourself being drawn to a tree on the right side of the pathway, just a little bit further ahead. And as you walk toward it, your heart begins to flutter with excitement. It is a knowing. White butterflies playfully weave in and out and all around you, and the breeze rustles the leaves surrounding you in sound and shepherding you on. And you arrive at the most magnificent ancient oak tree. Many of the roots are above the ground, woven in an intricate entanglement of the tree's history. It has a massive trunk with many big knots and holes of various shapes, sizes, and depths adorning it. The gray-colored bark makes intricate patterns and textures all throughout the body of the tree, from the base of the trunk, extending out to larger branches, and then smaller branches to the tiniest branches, sprouting new growth. Each piece of bark is a chapter in his storybook, holding hundreds and hundreds of years of wisdom. And the glorious arms of the oak are reaching out, extending to his neighboring trees, and also up to the sun. The green leaves glistening and rustling in the gentle breeze. And a feeling of peacefulness and comfort washes over you as you stand before this tree. It is like you have been reunited with a beloved old friend. As you scan the tree and take in all its glory from bottom to top, your attention is drawn to an odd-shaped hole in the trunk, and your energy is pulled to move in a little bit closer. And you sense that there is something inside. So moving closer still, you see two round black eyes framed by a fluffy, feathered white, heart-shaped face that is outlined in gold. It is an owl, and it is looking back at you. Your gaze becomes locked in, and your heart connects with this magical creature. You are mesmerized, and immediately you fall into a dream state. And suddenly, your perspective is changed. And you find yourself sitting up in the tree now, looking down, noticing that your vision has changed. It has become sharper, and you are able to see the tiniest of creatures moving in the grass below. You are an owl. Your body is the size of a football, very lightweight, and you're made up of mostly feathers now. You notice that you have super hearing and can detect the faintest of sounds from great distances. You notice that you have a sharp, downward curved beak with a hook on the end, making you a fierce hunter. You notice your long and rounded wings and soft feathers that are adorned in mottled shades of rich grays and browns on the outer layers. And underneath are muted whites and browns, speckled with dark banded markings. Your tail feathers are short and wide and painted with rich hues of black and brown. Your chest is fluffy and full of tiny white downy feathers with delicate brown spots. You have long, strong, feathery legs supported by your rough, knobby feet, and 4 toes adorned with sharp, black talons. When you begin to play with your ability to turn your head with great mobility and let out a loud screeching sound, now taking on the language of the owl. And then you take off in flight, with your expansive wings flapping silently, circling above the trees, and then soaring back down closer to the ground. You fly slowly, gliding in and out and all around with the breezes and the playfulness of the wind. You see a glorious big old pine tree some distance ahead and easily find your way to land on one of its branches for a rest. Your strong talons encircling and gripping it securely. And you rest for a moment, fluffing your feathers and adjusting your wings just so against your body. You feel fierce and strong and empowered, ready to fly again. And in one swift movement, you're off into the blue, cloudless sky. The owl represents the wisdom that you have earned and learned from your experiences, life lessons that you have mastered, your good judgment and knowledge. The spirit of the owl, with its sharp vision and keen observation, is guiding you to see beyond any illusion, as owls are symbolic of a deep connection with wisdom and intuitive knowledge. Like the owl, you possess strong insight and intuition. And when you tune in to your higher self and trust it to guide you, you connect to an eternal power of your spirit that leads you to your destiny, your dreams, and your life mission with ease and grace. Having received and embodied these insights and teachings, you fly back to the tree, to your home. It is time for you to return to your own body now. And you once again find yourself standing in front of the tree, looking back into the eyes of the owl. And the owl offers her gifts for you to carry with you for all time. she gives to you: wisdom, patience, endurance, keen observation, insight and vision, intuition, knowledge, clarity, and silence. You thank the owl for her gifts and your time together, and turn to walk back down the path in the direction that you started out, leaving your stick on the ground where you found it, smiling knowingly to the wildflowers and butterflies, and waving goodbye to the birds. And now you are back in your space where you are lying down. Taking a breath in and a big breath out. You are fully back in your own body now, in this present moment, having shared a most magical journey with the owl. May you fly silently into your day with the gifts of the owl, alive in every fiber of your being.